Like, as long as you enjoy yourself, has good ambiance, and also if it has a view,
Oh,
fire
yeah.
too.
No, everything was fire.
Well, dude, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayoo Chill podcast. Today I got a very special guest for you. Coming in at, I forget which number this is actually now, but we in June in Jersey. Welcome to June, fellas and girls who are watching this podcast. Today, I got my boy Cam in the building. He is a photographer. I'm about to find out more about him. I know he just told me he's a bartender as well.
Bartender and filmmaking is my first love.
Shit,
Yes,
bro. Well,
yes.
dude, it's a pleasure having you on. Take a couple of seconds, minutes, let the people know what you're all about.
All right, listen up, y'all. My name is Camilo, the confident Colombian. And when I tell you I'm here to entertain y'all, I mean it. I'm going to hit you with facts because facts don't care about your feelings, all right? Facts, lots of stories, understanding, a little bit of wisdom, and you can't forget the fun.
Yeah, of course, dude. I'm fucking glad. I'm fucking ready for it, dude. But yeah, without further ado, bro, let me know, first off, where you from, where you grew up, and where you residing now.
I grew up in Elizabeth
Word.
most of my life, yes. Okay, yeah, 99%. I'm Colombian. My mom is from Cali. My dad's from Panama. So, I mean, Panama was a part of Colombia till the Panama Canal War. So, okay,
Word.
whatever.
Okay.
So, I'm Colombian. I swear to you, I'd show you a picture of my dad. When he was younger, he looks like Pablo.
Word?
Yes, he looks just like
You're going to
Pablo.
have to show me after, dude.
I will, if I
You
can
will
find a picture of him when
1000%.
he's young, you're going to laugh.
That's funny as hell. So, Colombian too, bro. I'm Peruvian. So, I mean,
Oh,
like, yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no,
My bad, bro. My bad. We can stop the pod here if you want, bro. We can stop it right now. I don't know. Listen,
No, honestly, I'm cool with Peruvians. It's just, I'm just mad that you guys literally eliminated us from the World Cup.
Nah, you Gucci. Most Peruvians are pieces of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I think out of like the 30 male Peruvians I know, I like maybe 4 of them.
It's weird. It's like, it's not even like the stereotype. It's just, I don't understand why some I just can't click with. It's
Nah,
weird.
bro. Nah, you can stereotype the shit out of it. I don't give a fuck. If you're Peruvian and watching this, suck my dick, bro. Bro, by the way, cursing, anything you want, bro. It's like literally open.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an open
You
free
see?
space, bro.
I curse when I feel like it's warranted.
No, dude, I feel that, bro.
saying?
I'm just today is like it's like this is my last podcast of the day. I'm
Oh,
chilling.
okay. Yeah.
I'm ready to hear what the fuck you got to say, bro. You came in with the heat intro, bro. You came
You're
in with
right.
the heat
No,
intro.
you're right. You're right.
So I'm ready for it, bro. So tell me, how'd you like? So you said you grew up in Elizabeth, right?
Yes.
Elizabeth, very, very fucking a lot of different ethnicities there.
Too
a lot
many.
of different shit going on in
I
Elizabeth.
am glad that they do have their entire like street. Like more staff is just Colombian.
Word,
Straight up. And it's cool because on the street, I don't know if they do it only when it's July, when it's Independence, but on the street, there's, you know, the yellow marking, the yellow, oh my gosh, what is that called?
The on the street?
Yeah, the little dashes, the yellow dashes.
Yeah.
They have that, except they have the blue and the red also.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
sick.
that's fire. That's
I
fire.
think it's only during, like, when it's Independence Day. But I've seen it, and it's fire. I've never thought of that.
No, that's just stupid fire, bro. I mean, we have a little Lehman Patterson, but Patterson, so we'll leave it there. But shout out to Colombia, bro. 'Cause, I mean, Colombia got some of the most pretty women, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
Look, if any guy is watching this, any single man, I mean, unless you hate your shorty, I don't judge. But any single guy watching this, if you want to go to Colombia, just do a boys trip, right? I will introduce you to the 5 most fire places for ridiculously cheap, dude. I'm telling you, 5-star places, hella cheap, with the most beautiful, respectful, self-respecting women on this planet. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. So you hit me up, okay?
Bro, I want those women with no respect. Well, I want those women that let me about a hit for 3 pesos, bro. Whatever the hell y'all using.
No. You know what? No. Even the ones that do respect themselves, it's just more like, okay, so when I went, I'm 23, so when I went, I was 21, right? That was my birthday gift to myself.
That's what's up.
I went to Medellin, of course, and you know the little Tinder passport thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To the
They hit me with a promo. It was like 99 cents Tuesday. I was like, yo, I'm about to go there anyway.
why not, bro?
So I got it. I put my little plane all the way to Colombia, right? Medellin. I was just like, just have them ready for me, right? I was just talking with them, etc. And it's so strange because, like, all right, pretty much here, I'm a booty call to people.
Word.
Like, straight up, like, if I'm going to be honest, if I'm truly going to be honest, like, I have slept with 58 women. Okay? I keep count.
Okay.
Whatever,
okay.
right?
Good for you, bro. Good
No,
for
no, no,
you.
no. Like, that's not a flex. Like, nothing. None of that, really. Because I'm a lover at the end of the day, right?
Okay.
I want to be loved.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it makes no sense because here, in this Western society, for some apparent reason, the girls I end up liking, they just, honestly, I just wanted dick. Okay. The girls I don't like, I want to be with you. You just said you didn't want to be with me. You just said this is strictly whatever. I will never understand it, right? And so when I went over there, I was just talking with people, and it was really nice because they were just into me, right? I was just like, okay, let me see. Is this a fact of, does she want my papers?
Yo, I was about to say that. Bro. The whole time I'm like, yo, I think you're getting placed.
But I'll see right through that in 2.5. Like, I'm a player too, dude. Like, come on. Not anymore. I'm looking for a woman, okay? But you get a sense. Like, if they're too accommodating, it's a red flag to me, right? In a weird way. If they're just too laid back to where I'm just chasing, it's like, no, dude, it has to be a balance. I'm not there to chase you. Like, I literally could just look at the girl right next to you, your friend, not try as hard, and she'll be down.
Word.
But my point is, they're really nice to me, super sweet. And the reason why I say is with the classier women, like the ones that respect themselves, have their careers and everything,
Word.
it's just more of like, yo, accommodate me on a nice night out. Let me get a feel for you. And if it goes well, I'm down to come with you. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, seems like you've come with them 58 times, bro. So
You know what's crazy about that? Whenever I tell people, mostly like girls, like when I would tell them, and I'm just honest, because it's just weird. Because most of my friends are female, right? I do have my group of boys that I lift and I bet with,
Word.
but most of my friends are female, and like, one does paints, like two of them make music, one is like, real estate investor, all these things, right? Very wide variety. I kind of get bored of my boys sometimes because it's like, all right, bro, if it's not about sports, it's women. If it's not about women, it's how much they're lifting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, it's so deafening after a while. But they always tell me, hey, honestly, like, maybe you shouldn't be so open with them, right? But I'm just like, bro, I'm going to be 24 years old. I'm going to just tell you how it is, right? There's no reason why you should hide. Like, as far as things that I feel like matter, it's like, I want to know how active you are, your history. Did you end up getting something? You know what I'm saying? In the past, I want to know that.
Does that matter to you? Like how many bodies a girl has?
Honestly, I always hear this question, like being asked to other people, but I think it does matter. Actually, no, because I'll just sound like a hypocrite. Because, like, I've slept with a lot of people, but if I say it does matter, why would a girl want to be with you then? You slept with so many women. What makes you think while you're with someone you won't get 59? So it doesn't matter, man. What matters to me is, who are you seeing right now? Are you even seeing anyone? Because there's always room to stop that shit, really. It's like, all right, if you're going to have all those bodies, that's fine. But if I find out you were just very active while cheating on your partners.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole different.
That's
like
different.
That's just not no loyalty there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
But if you're
can't
just
deal with
slinging
that.
it around when you're not committed to anyone,
I get it. You human. I mean, like for me, bodies don't really matter, dude. I mean, like what matters to me is mostly if I could connect with the person. I mean, me personally, like I don't know, like I'm just very much I'm a lover too. You know what I mean? And also it's really hard for me to get sexually active with somebody if I'm not like emotionally attached. And I think a lot of people get the wrong vision of that, where it's like emotionally attached being like in love. Luckily, I'm in a position where like I really know myself at this point,
Yeah.
and I've had like experience with some open relationships.
Oh, wow, okay.
And really knowing yourself, how you feel, and like being okay with that, is I think is really important. I'm very much the type of person who just likes to love a lot. You know what I mean? I like holding hands, I like kissing, but like
I like that little gay shit, yo.
yeah,
I really do.
Yeah. I fuck with it heavy, but it's also like if just because I'm holding your hands or holding your thigh while I drive, it doesn't mean I'm in love with you.
No.
If you get those feelings though, like I'll stop. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot about communication. But Cam, I do want to get into a little bit more about. So, how did you get into photography? Like, where did this journey start for you? Like, was it always a thing, or were you addicted to something else in high school? Like,
Okay. It's kind of cool because I know exactly how it all happened.
word.
Yeah,
We here for it,
everything,
bro.
Yeah. Growing up, I absolutely loved football. Like, I wanted to be a quarterback so bad.
Word.
Like, everybody always asked me, "Oh, be steady, be steady, be steady," right? And I always used to look up to Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. But that's what I was always about. I loved it. I loved going to the park and doing drills and, let's do some routes. Let's do some routes. Let's do some routes. It's to the point where it's kind of cool because one of my middle school buddies, we had a cool connection. Like, we would do, like, flag football for, the cash tournaments or whatever. And we would always do practice after hours, etc. And we would make our own routes. Like, we'll do lingo. It'll mean different things. Like, bingo is like a go route. Bingo. We'll have like a Christmas tree, which is like a post. We'll have hot sauce, which is like a 5-step curl route. And years later, I'm talking about like that was like 7 years ago. We went back to the field after so long. We're like, let's run routes. All the lingo, like we've been practicing the last 6 years. Everything was straight, like we were still on the same page, which was kind of cool. But after that, I realized I was like I tried out a lot, but they never really gave me the shot to really try out for quarterback. So I'm just like, man, I'm telling you, I went to like 3 different like little organizations, right? Never gave me that shot. I was like, I'm telling you, I can sling this thing, right? But never came around. Like, whatever. And then I started watching a lot of movies. A lot on my downtime.
Word. And what age is this like about?
15. I would say like around 14, 15, 16 is when I really started getting into films. Like, let me see. Oh my goodness, that was 9 years ago. Yeah, perfect. So when I was around 14, the movie Prisoners came out, right? Have you seen it?
I have not. And actually, like, I'll just give you a heads up right now.
The movies you suck?
Movies I suck. I've seen some classics. More recently than ever. Like, you just met my partner Shane. He's super into movies. He always be giving me mad like movie like suggestions. I just don't watch them yet. We're gonna have a day where I just watch hella movies. But as long as they're like mainstream movies, I've probably been there. But like, yeah, I'll just give you the heads up. But
these are
please,
smaller budget. So I saw that movie, 2013, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman, right? Great film. Not a big budget. It was a smaller budget. It was like $20 million. But great film, and I love the way the cinematography was, right? I was like, oh, that was an interesting shot, like the little focus pull. And there was a scene where I watch it here and there because I just love how intense it was. It's called Go to the Hospital Scene. And it's Jake Gyllenhaal because he just got shot. So he's trying to save the little girl because she got drugged, right? Trying to save her, go to the hospital. It's raining. It's like wet snow, really. He's in the Crown Victoria, just red. The sound design there was really nice. You'll probably appreciate it. And the engine's roaring. He's like wiping blood from his eye, and you could see it like going out of focus. Which is a nice little touch. And there's a shot where like, he's driving and the camera's like outside, but you could still vaguely see him. And this was a nice thing too, like nice little touch that people like me would notice is, so it went blurry because of the blood, right? But since he was so, like he was very urgent to try to save her, he looks to his left and then he sees the hospital, right? It says emergency. So it goes from blurry into focus, like, oh shit, that caught my attention. He makes a mean left turn and then he stumbles. He's like trying to take her around. He's like, oh my gosh, help, help, help. And then he saves her, right?
Word.
And then the next year, it was the movie Gone Girl. Did you see that one?
Maybe.
With Ben Affleck?
Maybe.
No, okay.
I'm terrible with names too, bro.
These were like the key movies that really, I was like, damn, like I want to learn this stuff. That one was a year after. It was 2014. I saw that with my friend Lenji. And honestly, it was kind of funny because we were in line. We weren't of age, like to go into. It was rated R. We were 16. And then I was like, yo, you want to pretend to be your dad? We'll give you $5. They're like, yeah, sure. And then he brings us, these are my kids, whatever, we going. But it was just beautifully directed, beautifully shot. There's a part in the scene where they're arguing, and I'm telling you, I noticed these things. But she's saying, like they're arguing. She's like, maybe it's, okay, no. Before that. So they're arguing, and he's like, she's talking to him like, you're out so much. He's like, I know. Stay home. I can't. I'm already late. Well, then can I come? He's like, you would hate it. It's what a bunch of my dorky high school friends, right? And then she tells him, hey, I've been thinking. And he's like, yeah? Something positive. She's in the darkness at this point, right? So she's in a different room. Right here, it's dark. And then in this room, it's, the lights are on, right? So she's in the darkness telling him that she needs to tell him something. And then when she reveals herself into the light, she tells him maybe it's time. Like, I know that absolutely that was positively that was intentional. I've been thinking, goes into the light as like kind of revealing herself and then asks the question that she wanted to know. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, I want to learn this stuff. Fast forward, later that year, my dad gave me a camera.
Do you remember what kind of camera it was?
Yeah, it was a point and shoot. It was a Canon. It only went up to like 720p.
Word.
Yeah, but I was making like, I still have the videos on my YouTube because like it's kind of cool looking back. They were, I'm telling you, they were straight up 60 seconds. Not much going on. I put like some music over it. One shot, one still frame. And then I put like a quote. That's really it. And after that, later that year, and for Christmas, he ended up giving me a Panasonic Lumix FC1000.
Word. That's a nice
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So it had a nice zoom lens. It was like 25 millimeter to 400.
That's good.
Yeah, and then you go digitally. Obviously, digitally is not the same as optical zoom.
Yeah, of course.
But it would go up to like 800.
That's wild.
So if you have a tripod, like I took some pictures of the moon. I don't know if I still have them, but I took some pictures of the moon on a tripod with the digital zoom. Yo, I got like this close. You can see the little craters and everything. It was so dope. But I took a picture of my dog once. It was like she was in focus. The tennis ball was a little closer to the camera, and it was out of focus. I was like, damn, this picture's great. Right? That's when I was like new to bokeh. Right? I'm so used to point and shoot everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Damn, and that was it. I was shooting in automatic. And then I learned that manual's the way to go.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta shoot manual, no matter what. once you get good at manual, any little conditions you could always adjust on the fly. Obviously, for certain things, you could put a certain adjusted, like, if I'm shooting sports, I'll put shutter speed priority. That way, it'll always stay relatively high, and I'll catch some action shots, things like that. But I took that picture. I wanted to learn. I was like, all right, ISO, aperture, and all that, f-stop.
And this age, you're still around like
16.
16.
So I was like, damn, I want to know. I want to get good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just reps, like literally with anything in life, just like working now, reps. Well, you find out what's good, what's ugly, what works, what doesn't work, what's flattering, what's not flattering. And once I got a better camera, I got a Canon 90D. That's when I really started like, all right, I want to make stuff. Like I genuinely want to make stuff. 2019 comes after so long of like doing little whatever short films. I just wanted to take pictures too. I was like, okay, let's try this out. And so I asked my friends, I was like, yo, be my first model. I'll take pictures of you. He's like, yeah, sure. My first model was Arleth. Oh, the Scarlet XO, that girl.
Word.
Yeah, she was my first model. I took pictures of her. And honestly, looking back, they're whatever, dude. Whatever. But it gave me some experience.
Of course, that's the name of the game, bro. Get experience and you fucking work out from there, dude. So basically, you moved on from camera to camera, and now you're on the Canon. Are you a Canon boy? Is that your shit?
I love Canon.
Word. You know what's crazy? Even though I'm filming off the Black Magic, I feel like I grew up with Sony. You know what I mean? Right before this, I had the Sony A6400. That's what I was filming on before.
Good camera.
Yeah, I fuck with it. And, until I have the money for the third, camera, like, I'll probably get another upgrade Sony, maybe the Sony FX3, maybe.
He's going to be like, I'm going to get an Alexa.
Yeah, you never know, bro. Fuck, I'll get it. If Amazon starts making some cheap, good cameras, bro, fuck it. I'm with it.
I'm telling you, son, like, the cool thing about it is nowadays, even like 5 years from now, right? You get a top of the line full frame from like 2018 that would already be 10 years old. And it's like, obviously at that time, that's still super good.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if it was taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So
you started taking photos at first of this girl Scarlett, right?
Yes.
And so when did it get to the point where it started becoming more professional for you?
Oh.
Was it a while from there? Like, what were some of these trials and errors that you were going through?
All right. So I would say the moment I realized that I had an eye for it, kind of, is obviously everybody has their different styles, right? Everybody I follow, they have their own little styles, which is fun.
Styles like what? Like, could you
like how they color grade?
Word.
Some people go for, I do whatever, but like my pictures are more in the warmer end. My pictures are more in the cooler end. My pictures are more abstract. My pictures are literally just of street photography, And so once I found out that me being a social person and super extrovert, I was like, I want to shoot people.
Word.
Well, nowadays I should clarify, I meant take pictures of people. Okay.
I'm glad you clarified.
Yeah, so I wanted to take pictures of people, do portrait sessions, and I realized how much I loved it. Like, I kid you not, I go to my little, on an iPhone, like you could pin your messages, like your contacts.
Yeah, of course.
All nine of my contacts that I have pinned, I literally friended them off of me shooting with them.
Word.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's like Arleth, Dallas, Morella, my gosh, Liz, which is Arleth's friend, and so on and so forth. So it's really nice. It's really cool. Oh, Brenda, my bad. Yeah, I didn't forget you, Brenda. But it's really nice because through that, I found not really an outlet towards friendship, but just something where I can make them feel better. A lot of the people I've shot are first timers. We're first timers.
Yeah.
So
That's usually how it goes in the beginning. You know what I mean?
They're like, I never had a photo shoot. I'm so shy. This and that. Blah, blah. I'm not photogenic. After a while, I always tell them, I was like, look, you're talking to the master icebreaker here. Okay? I just know how to break the ice, dude. Like, seriously. The worst thing someone can say is no. Right? So when I put that to their head and just tell them, like, look, this is how it's going to go down, right? The key to really getting through to someone, whether it be emotionally or just trying to strengthen your bond or your friendship, is you want them to visualize it. Because at the end of the day, other than blind people or people that are deaf, we have all of our senses. And if you give them something to visualize, because most of us are visual learners, right? Some could be auditory, but seeing is believing to most people, right? So I tell them, okay, picture this. You come tomorrow. We have music on. You're looking great. Your hair's done. Your nails done. Your outfit looks great. Vibe's all right. Everything's looking perfect. We snap photos. And then you fall in love with yourself. How does that sound? Wow. I'm ready. Boom. And then when we come shoot, they'll be a little shy, this and that. So tell me more about yourself. How'd you grow up? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And as they're talking to me, I'll do like a slight pause. Because we're first timers, I feel like the trick is don't tell them to pose. It'll look so forced, so unnatural that like it'll bleed through the image and people will notice, especially like to an experienced eye. They'll be like, nah, bro, she look uncomfortable. So the key that I've learned, in my opinion, is candids with first timers, right? Because they'll just slowly fall into being themselves. And then you get nice candids. Like they'll be talking this and that. I'll be like, hey, 1 second. And then they'll be like, what? Boom, snap the photo. You look fantastic. And it looks super natural. So I learned that. And that was great. But to answer your question, sorry I rambled on so much.
No, you're good, bro. I mean, you were dropping some some knowledge there, some heat. No, I appreciate it.
I learned the day where I made my first little music video, where this was with Scarlett too. I made my first little music video with her, and it was so unintentional too because I was over at her house. She was looking dripped out. It was just a photo shoot at first, right? And then she's like, yo, this is my first like single, you know what I'm saying? Like she wanted to push it. It got pushed a lot. Like so many people posted it, right? It was really, really good. I was like, yo, why don't we just do the music video right now? It's like, right now? I was like, yes. Because one thing about me, I think my life is spontaneity. Spontaneity?
You're spontaneous. I get it.
Super spontaneous.
Yeah.
That, dude, honestly, but I think that's just my lifestyle, dude. Like, I like structure. Structure is very important, especially the older you get, because bills need to be paid, but you still want to maintain relationships, and you do what you got to do, right? But the best experiences I've ever had in my life were not planned. Absolutely were not planned. It was more of like, I want to go to the beach right now at midnight and watch the sunrise. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Fuck yeah. Let's go.
I fuck with that,
yes.
dude. Nah, I fuck with that heavy.
Best experiences ever. I'm telling you.
I feel the same way. I'm a very spontaneous person too. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I think some of that shit is like the best memories too. By the way, do you need another? You chilling off that? It looks like you're chilling.
I mean, if you're trying to give me another one.
I know.
In a little bit.
Yeah. I got you. Mm-hmm. No, but I definitely feel the same way when it comes to being spontaneous. Like I feel like some of the best memories are like that. Sometimes I like to scope out a place a little bit and then like, just go for it. You know what I mean? I feel like shit's just lit like that. You know what I mean? Waking up a morning, if it's a beautiful day, fuck it, maybe we hit the beach, just like you said. You know what I mean? Or shit, maybe we do a photo shoot in the spring when the cherry blossoms are coming right now, just because they're looking pretty. You know what I mean? I feel that. I
Wear
feel
a cute
that deep,
dress.
bro. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So I mean, I'll wear a cute dress if you fucking if it's a free photo shoot. Fuck it.
All right, say less. I'll do it.
But dude, so you started doing this stuff. So how did this? Is this now like a business for you now, or are you still
Yeah.
like a hobby?
No,
or, like-
respectfully, I would say that this is definitely, it's almost to the point where it's really self-sustaining, which
Word.
is so awesome because, dude, I remember when I first started, I was like, I had nothing to show for, so I would approach people, hey, this and that, I'm trying to build my portfolio, et cetera, blah, blah, so it was just free stuff, right? And obviously, that wasn't sustainable, but I knew anything really that involves with art, you're going to take those big L's in the beginning.
No, yeah,
No
for
matter
sure,
what.
for sure.
No matter what. No matter how talented you are, dude, you're going to take those L's. And I was like, all right, if I'm going to take these L's now to do what I love, I'll do it. And that's what I did. So it was just free. Honestly, for like probably like a year, like 2019 to 2020. And after that, I was doing like, all right, $50 there, $50 there, 75, whatever. And nowadays, I can comfortably charge, what I charge. A little hour for a birthday, like 200. An engagement, like 300.
And is this like a professional LLC yet, or are you
Yeah.
kind of still in the
Yeah, like I have my little card and everything,
Word.
I'm still doing a website. Right now, it's like a simple website, but from Square. And it gets the job done. Like, you could book stuff there, whatnot.
So is photography, because I know you talked about like film being your first love, and obviously like sometimes we gotta do stuff to pay the bills,
Yes.
to fucking do the stuff that we love. I mean,
Yes.
I know firsthand with doing the shit I'm doing here. You know what I mean? But is photography you want it to be your main gig now, or do you work in anything else?
Okay.
I know you mentioned you bartend. Right?
Yeah. Yes. So I would say it's still like 50-50 as far as like my work share, because I do a bunch of shoots, but I also do a bunch of, like, I recently started, once I did Scarlett's first music video for Pull Up. Oh, and to touch on that real quick, when we did Pull Up, we had nothing, right? I just had the backdrop from the pictures, and we just used, I kid you not, plastic. It was like rectangular plastic sheets as the backdrop.
That's like I didn't get the chance to look at the video. My bad. But
No, it's all good. It's nothing crazy. It's literally just a one take. But the most recent one, I'll show you after. It's pretty fire. And when we did it, it was just like, damn, son. Like, this was so on the spot. After I made that, I was like, damn, music videos are kind of fun. So I started, I'm kind of like her man right now. So as far as like professionally, and we just click on the same page. Yeah, we'll butt heads here and there as far as like creatively.
Hey, that's how that's how it works with creators, man. You gotta definitely learn. You know what I mean?
Like, there'll be some times where she'd be like, I don't have time, this, and I'm like, yo, I want to shoot your video.
Hey.
You're gonna make the time, dude, because right now I feel like you're just pushing it aside and you're not passionate about it. And I remember that day too. I'm gonna show her. I'll show her this. But we were literally going on and on, sending voice messages. She's like, I respect your decision and this and that, blah, blah, but you're not going to tell me that I'm not passionate about this, blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're right. I got a little carried away, but make some time, dude. I'm trying to push this out, right?
Yo, I will say this, since everybody and anybody listening, if you're an artist or any type of creative and you have another creative pushing you to do something, bro, you better stop whatever the fuck you're doing and go fucking do it. And trust me, like, it's one thing if it's like, like a collab project.
Yes.
But it's another thing. It's like, damn, how many times you got a photographer or someone who does film? I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, obviously I peep your shit and I always keep it real with anybody who comes through. You definitely, it sounds like you're not at the the professional level of like, you know, like websites and everything, yeah, like having everything, you know, making you 100% gig, because that's like really like the top end of
Yep.
when you fully making it your 100% shit, right?
Yes.
And that shit I learned from Leo, you know, because Leo, for example, shout out you, bro, I love you, man. He's he does this every day. He wakes
Yep.
up every day and this is what he fucking does 100%
I be liking
of
his
the time.
stories. I peep.
Yeah, dude. Nah, he's lit. But you know what? I will say this. Although you might not be 100% business wise there, the quality of your content I really fuck with. You know what I mean? The pictures come out great. Your edits are fucking fire. I peeped that shit. I saw the pictures you had also with that girl who's I don't know if she's a boxer or if she just posed for
Celeste.
that. Bro, them shits came out
Fire.
fire.
You know the main one, the one where she's like this.
Yeah.
That one got published on like a small little like I sent that. Okay, so you know Ring Magazine.
Nah, I don't.
So Ring Magazine is like Oscar De La Hoya's like boxing magazine.
Word. That's oh shit.
Yeah. But he has like small little like smaller ones for states or whatever. And I submitted that picture, and I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up later. And it got published, so it was really nice.
No,
It was really,
that's
it was
fucking
great.
sick. Yeah, no, I could definitely tell like you definitely have like a talent for this. You know what I mean? And I could really fucking respect and appreciate that.
One, I do appreciate that a lot, like really humbly, and it's also cool because it's kind of funny. The people I shoot with for the first time, it's a little tough, obviously, but I love that. Usually, it goes really well, and then they'll come back and tell me, honestly, that really helped a lot with my self-confidence, this and that. I'm taking more pictures now. I want to shoot again. That touches my soul so much. But I will say is the few experienced models that I have shot with, Celeste being one, with the boxing gloves or whatever, dude, it's such a breeze to shoot with them. It's so easy.
I hear
bro.
that. I hear that sometimes.
They know what the fuck. They're good angles. They know what to do. They know how to look. I'm telling you, it will straight up be like this. For first timers, it'll be like, I don't know. With them, it's just. I was like, thank you so much. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to tell you anything.
So, what advice would you have for somebody? Not necessarily shooting with you. Say, you got random person right here in front of the camera was like, yo, I got a photo shoot tomorrow. Like, what should I do? Prepare for it.
Oh, easy. I would say 3 things, okay? If it's your first time going for a photo shoot, whether it's for your birthday, just cause, honestly, listen. Just listen to the person that has spent a lot of time understanding their craft, whether it be for video or for photos. It does not matter. Just listen. Be humble. Like, I know you may think like you know your selfie angles, but this is entirely different, right? This is a different perspective. They have the camera in their hand, and you are the subject, okay? The subject. So, come, listen. Number 2, dress to impress. I feel like when you come looking your best, dress well, feel well, do well, and you just perform well. You know what I'm saying? So if you're listening to them and you look great, you're going to feel great. And the images are going to come out great. And lastly, when it comes to post-processing, like after everything, just take what they give you. Please do not be that person that asks for all the raws so you can just re-edit them and this and that, blah, blah. Because most of the time, the photographer will ask you how you would like them edited. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, would you like a beauty retouch? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little like acne you have that you're not feeling comfortable with, etc. But chances are beforehand, they already went through all of this with you. Like, this is my style. This is how I'm going to do it, blah, blah. If you're paying them and then you tell them your vision, okay, then they'll accommodate it the best of their abilities. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, those are the 3 main things. And don't worry about it, man. At the end of the day, they have a camera. They don't have a gun, all right? So,
yeah, no,
relax.
I could definitely respect the shit out of that. And, it's funny learning and doing these podcasts with all these different people who like, do their art. I mean, y'all are artists. Y'all are artists and y'all are fucking doing us making specific decisions within your craft. And like you say, everybody has different editing styles, different shooting styles. I mean, like anybody could nowadays, anybody could be a photographer.
Yeah.
If you have the money.
Yeah.
If you have 10K on you,
I'll get you a killer set.
That's more than enough to make a killer set, buy a killer decent camera, you know what I mean? And anybody could shoot like a decent raw photo, I would say, nowadays. Yes. But you know what? I think a lot of the differences is in post editing and like, just respecting it. And if you really don't fuck with photographers, after edits, it might not be the photographer. It just mean like, you don't fuck with his style. Yeah. You wouldn't go to a tattoo artist who does like, a lot of abstract, like let's say like Tim Burton shit.
Can I get a portrait?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get a portrait or get like a fucking butterfly on your wrist and you like,
Yeah, they'll say like, I'll try my best, but I'm telling you, this is not what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
So I tell people, especially when it's been coming to music videos, thankfully I have actually a lot of people coming for their first music video. Bro, I don't know what it is with first timers coming to me, but I love it, right? Because I feel like once you build that relationship in the beginning, high chance that obviously if they want to take a different creative route for a video, you're not going to be the one to shoot it, right? Which is fine. But it's kind of cool though, because for the most part, you're going to be their man, their guy, or whatever. And you're going to try, even if it's a different style, to accommodate them because they're like, yo, you keep giving me work, I got you. You're going to get all of my skills, of everything, right? So when it's come to the music videos, I would say that... Damn, I honestly lost my train of thought.
You were talking about how, like, when it comes to the music videos and when you're having, like, first-timers...
Yes.
Coming on and shit. I don't know exactly which direction you were going.
Damn, what about right before that?
Fuck, you got me lost.
Yeah, that's all good. All right. Damn, what were you asking me?
Well, I was asking you about... Well, we were just talking about in general about people asking about you and your art, and then you said you started going into how, like, you don't know what it is about first-timers.
I remember. Thank you so much. Okay. So, I tell people straight up, especially when it comes to music videos, because I feel like it's very important. I tell people, if you want a banger type of video, so many cuts, a lot of effects, this and that, yeah, I could do it, but I'm not your guy for that. Okay, I tell people what I do really, especially when it comes to film, I like storyboards. I like to tell stories. Like I have a USB filled with a bunch of scripts, filled with a bunch of little short films that I never shot. And that's just what I do. So when they come up to me and be like, yo, my style is very cinematic. So I like little skits before and into the music, because I want people to be invested in the video, right? It's like if they wanted to hear the music, they would just put the song audio only. But when it comes to videos, I want them to be invested. I want it to look good. I want you to look good. Obviously, you already sound great, so I want you to look great, feeling confident, and have people get like the best understanding of you, because when it comes to music, it's just always full of emotion. So once they see you in action and how you perform it, damn, yo, if he's giving this kind of like energy now, I want to see him live.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I tell them cinematic, bro, cinema cam, like that's my thing, cinematic Cami. So
talk to me a little bit about, I saw that you had posted up, I peeped it through your Insta stories that you have saved on your Insta page. Mm-hmm. You did this one little short film of this, like, for example, this boxer, he was warming up and shit. I think it was like,
Tomorrow We Fight?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, bro.
So how was the process with that?
Okay. No. I'm glad you asked that, because this is why I love what I do, okay? That's my cousin Peter, right? Peter, shout out. Love you so much. You're the shit. And last year, for January, he was living with me for like a month, all of January. And he was going through shit, with his girlfriend at the time, this and that, blah, blah, with his parents also, because that's why he kind of moved in with me for a month. And, I didn't hesitate to bringing him in, whatever. But I was like, all right. Remember, this is January. It's cold as hell. I don't know why people say cold as hell, though, because, like, hell, hot.
It's fire.
Anyways.
Not fire, but it's fire.
Yeah, so he was staying with me, and we were just having a random talk in the living room. And I was like, dude, I've been having, like, this creative fire. Like, I want to shoot something. I want to film something. My bad. I don't want to, like, I want to film something. He was like, what should we do? And so he had, like, this Venom gear he bought, right? Super nice, official. And we went, he's like, yo, let's do, like, a montage. It's like, all right, cool. We shot it. We shot a parody kind of version first. Like, he had this orange ski mask, right? It was super big. It didn't fit him. Like, pieces, it was, like, sticking out. But I made, like, a little parody version, this and that, whatever. Same song, same everything. And then when I finished it, he's like, dude, I want to make, like, a legit one. I was like, damn, you know what? Me too. So we go back to the same place the next day. And then, obviously, I knew all the shots I wanted. And we do it, right? Boom, boom, boom. Cut, this and that, shadowboxing, into the little elevator on top of the train tracks. And after that, we watched it in my living room. We're like, damn, that shit was fire. And I kind of used a little pan when he was up top at the staircase. And then I panned downwards into the underneath part. And I used that as the transition. That's when he changed. And then that's when it finishes.
That's sick. And what camera did you use to film that?
Canon 90D.
Word.
With 50 millimeter f1.4.
And is that still the one that you fucking with now? That you rocking with now?
Yes, it's still the one. Yo, I'm telling you, son. You should raw with that bitch. You do some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm saving to get an R6.
Word.
Yeah, really want that. I had an A7 III Sony, but it got stolen, so we don't talk about that.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways,
did it get stolen by someone, or we not talking about it?
Let's just say I took a picture with, this is Madison Square Garden. I took a picture with this boxer I knew that most people don't know. Like, I follow, so I knew him.
Word.
But this is when people were coming out. I put it down. I told my brother to take the picture. I guess someone just snatched it. That was it.
Damn.
Yup.
That's the fucking worst, bro. I'm so sorry, bro.
It's okay. At the end of the day, it's just whatever, dude. It's like your car getting stolen. It's like, yeah, it may suck a few months, but at least you didn't.
You have insurance on it or no?
No. I was like, I take care of my stuff.
Damn, bro.
But what I will say is, after we finish Tomorrow We Fight. Yo, this is so great. After we finish Tomorrow We Fight, we were literally in the living room again, and I saw him playing his guitar, right? And I was like, damn, song, I like that song. He's like, yeah, it's called Remembrance. I was like, Remembrance? And then I put the song on, I listened to it. I was like, damn, I love, like, the range and emotions this song has.
Word.
Let's film something tonight. We just made Tomorrow We Fight. Like, I want to shoot something again. He's like, all right, let's do it. And so we were just brainstorming, and I was like, yo, do you know the whole song? He's like, yeah, I know the whole song. I was like, perfect. I was like, I like your leather jacket. I like the shoes. All right, let's do this. I was listening because I always visualize when I listen to music. I'm just like, what can I make with this song? It's so annoying. But I thought of something. I was like, okay, have the same outfit. Play that song. We're going to do a thing. I always wanted to do a video or like a film to where it's like transitioning between the story and like music being played, right? Like it's still going on as the story's like happening along the way, right? It's just cutting in between. I was like, I want to make it a little dark. It's going to be a kind of thing where you've had enough, because the song is called Remembrance. So you've had enough, and you're playing this song one last time before you end your life, right? And he was like, whoa, it's kind of dark. I was like, I mean, dude, it's cold as hell. It's midnight. There's nobody outside, because this is in Cranford.
Yeah, word.
All right, so the thing I like about Cranford, I mean, most small towns are like that, but is they have white LED lights everywhere. So it's kind of nice to be there.
Yeah.
Nice lighting to be there at night. And it's just a nice little town. So I was like, all right, you're going to walk like you're going to be carrying your case. You're going to play the song. And as for the story goes, you're going to get a call from your mom, and you lose your shit because she just doesn't want to be with you, like have you in her life anymore because she has a new boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And then you just make up your mind. You drive away. Bro, we literally drove all the way to Eagle Rock. So that's like a whole last 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I love Eagle Rock too, man.
We drove there literally just for the last shot. And then we left. I was like, dedication.
Sick. No, sick, dude. I fuck with the creativity and shit, bro.
When we finished, I could not go to sleep without editing it because I'll lose my train of thought. So we finished at like 2 a.m. I finished editing at 6. I was just nonstop. And then I was like, yo, I'm going to wake you up when I'm done. He's like, all right. Woke him up. I kid you not, this man, he was tearing up. He was like, son, this felt so real. It felt like I actually just went and killed myself. So I was like, yeah, man. Like, he was just so fully playing the guitar. And then, because the thing was, we went to Eagle Rock. He was just contemplating. That was like the last scene before he does it. He was just having a view of the whole town or whatever. It's like, all right, this is it. This is it. And then he does it. And then I put like a little quote at the end. And so that was great. Yeah. And it was, what was it? Spontaneous. I was like, let's go right now.
That's sick, dude. Nah, that ass, like the most spontaneous shit. Did you want another one, dude?
Yes.
I got you, bro. Did you want the same one, or did you want like what I had, or?
Nah, this is delicious.
Word?
Yeah.
Let me get that for you real quick.
I forgot you had it there.
Yeah, dude. I didn't want to get all up and like grab something else. I got a little.
Are you happy for me?
Here you go, bro. So I'll grab one for myself.
Thanks, mate.
But yeah, dude, I think the spontaneous shit is usually the best type of shit. Like, that's usually where you get like some of your best content.
Easy.
I know for me, like, as a musician, as a sound engineer, a lot of my spontaneous shit, when you're just trying shit out,
Yep.
you know, not caring about judgment, you know, being judge free. It's so important because, you know, I mean, it's what you ask from your models as well. You know what I mean? You're basically being like, yo, don't care what anybody thinks. Be confident in yourself. And a big part of being confident in yourself is not giving a shit about the world, what the world thinks, man.
Not at all.
For sure, 100%. So, what is the future looking like for you? Like, you know, like, what are your plans? Like, do you have any projects that you're working on that you're trying to promote or anything?
I'm glad you asked this. Before I continue, I want to say I do bartend on the weekends, right?
Word.
Super fun. And the thing about me is all of my jobs, dude, I kid you not, have to do with socializing, have to do with human interaction. I do not do well being by myself at all.
That's a valid point. That's a good little segue then. So explain yourself.
Okay. Not to get too deep into this, but
Dude, please.
okay.
Please,
All right.
please.
So my brother, he'll always talk to me about like how, because I'm very intense, dude. Like when I say I'm intense, gosh, yo, I could talk about so much shit. Okay. When I say I'm intense, I mean like, for example, right? You know how I said like I'm just a booty call, right? It's because they're literally just dealing with me for whatever, the couple hours, the time being, right? If they spend the night, that's different, whatever. But that's it. They're not dealing with me on a daily basis, right? It is not to say like, oh, I'm this manipulative, abusive person. It's like, no, it's just I'm intense in the sense of I like to role play. Like I literally just jump into a scene and random conversation, right? Like I'll be having perfect example. I'll have a date with someone, okay? They don't know me much. And then I'll just completely just be myself, right? And my other friends will, like, they'll tell me, maybe you should reserve that for when they know you more. This and that. But I'm like, nah, dude. It's like, I understand. I still understand where you're coming from. But if I don't show them how I truly am right now on our first date is like the free trial, right? If I show them something that they don't like, you think they're going to end up paying the $8.99 a month? No, they're not. If I show them myself and they do like it, all right, let's go on another one. I want to see you again. But if I don't and I hide that part of myself, who's to say we're 4 dates away or 4 dates down? They're falling for me. They're liking me. And then I show them that part of myself. I wish I knew that about you sooner.
Damn. You know what's funny? There's such a dynamic and balance to I feel like everybody's gonna have something to say about that. You feel me? It's like, damn, you don't want to be like too bold, too up forward. And you know what? I feel like I'm very similar in a way. You know what I mean? I like to just lay it out on the table. If you don't fuck with what you see, then keep on moving. You know what I mean? Because like, why would you stay? And it's like sometimes, you know, I could to play devil's advocate. Some people in general, they might fuck with that, but it might be too much for them at first.
A lot of information.
A lot too much information. And you know what's crazy? Like, I feel like you have a pretty big personality. I have a big personality as well. I'm very much in your face. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna show you love. Understatement. You know what I mean? I'm gonna dap you up. I don't give a fuck. Like, come in here, give me a hug. I'm gonna hug a motherfucker. Like, don't play with me, bro. Like, give me a hug. Give me a hug goodbye. I'm not, you know, give me a kiss on the cheek goodbye. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. It's not a big deal for me. It's all love. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely get you on that point. But tell me a little bit more about, like, okay, so sorry, I interrupted you in the middle of, you know, you telling me, like, you know, you don't like to be alone, you like to be social, yes. You know, like.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I went on a date. I just snapped into like a scene that I like to play. I like, there's a scene, you ever play The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Okay. You know the ranch scene? Where they're at the ranch and then he's like, come on, we're leaving.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I always reenact that scene. It's like, do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
And you should be doing this at a date.
Yes, it would just be out of nowhere. They'll be like,
with someone you've never met before.
Yes. And then, yeah, obviously they'll be like a little startled.
I mean, you ballsy for that. I'll give you ballsy for that. If you actually do that, you really, like, dead ass. You be doing that shit?
Yeah, like, I'll just snap into character, dude. And that, like, okay. So she sent me a message, right? So at the end of the day, she was like, I would love to see you again, right? And then whatever, 2 days later, she hits me up like, I put some thought into it. She's like, you're very intense, a little too much for me. Someone else will enjoy and appreciate your theatrics. And I was like, shut the fuck up. It's like, don't tell me you want to see me again, right? Just to tell me you don't want to see me. How about you process everything I threw at you a little quicker and then tell me straight up? But whatever. I mean, I don't put it on anyone. I'm very animated. I'm telling you, like, this is why, like, I did have this old best friend. Her name is Kiana, right? And granted, we do not talk anymore. But when I say, dude, that I met her by accident too. Like, I was supposed to see this girl, Alexandra, that was into film. Word. I was like, I'm going to marry this girl. But weirdly, we were supposed to see each other that same day. And she's telling me, oh, I'm taking a shower and then we'll meet up. Perfect. Blocks me. What? What is the whole point of that? Like, I didn't even do anything.
Hey, dude, people are, they have their reasons for everything. People do strange things, you know what I mean? You just gotta keep it rocking and move on. You know what I mean? It's just, I guess it's just a part of life. Honestly, the dating scene for me, I mean, I've been so busy with work right now. You know what I mean? I feel like that's everybody's excuse. I have been trying to get a little bit into it. You know what I mean? It's hard because it's like, this is my full-time job now. You know what I mean? This is what I do. And, sometimes, you be working at a place and you got a cute coworker or something.
I hate it. I end up hitting on them.
You could look around, my coworkers that I have. You know, I mean, besides my partners that you met, but they're dudes. So I mean,
yeah. Honestly, it's kind of better you focus more.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely have been focusing more. I mean, like, this June in Jersey shit has definitely been like a blessing, and like, the project that when it releases is gonna be fucking fire, and I can't wait to do that shit.
I saw your followers going up like relatively quickly.
I appreciate it, dude,
Yeah.
and I think definitely after June, like, I definitely think I'm gonna hit at least the 500 mark.
You will. You know why? Because, dude, I'm telling you, like, the production quality, son.
I appreciate it.
That
dude.
shit goes a long way, man.
I appreciate it, dude.
I peeped one interview, went on your page, started watching a bunch of them, started liking them, this and that, hit you up, here I am.
I appreciate it, dude. And people didn't even see the shit with the Black Magic yet. You know what I mean? I haven't released anything with the Black Magic yet.
No
So,
wonder. I was like...
Yeah. Because all the other stuff before was the A6400. And the reason I stopped with that was actually because it kept overheating on me. Right? And you know what the thing is though, I'm just gonna no hate to, there was this one guy I met. I'm sure you know Unique Photo, right?
Okay, yeah.
Your Unique Photo. There was one guy I met at Unique Photo. And like, no hate to the people at Unique Photo. I actually got one guy who works there who's gonna be fire. Who's gonna be fire on this podcast. He's gonna come on in the middle of June. There was one guy who claimed to be like a Sony expert, right? And like, dude, I don't know anything about cameras, right? I'm just getting into it. A lot of this shit is like self-made YouTube, research and shit. You gotta go both ways and shit. But trust me, when I do research on shit, I put hours into it.
Reddit.
I'm Reddit, forums, YouTube, Google, you know what I mean? And I was learning all about this fucking camera.
Informed decisions, baby.
And I was like, you know what I heard that I could do for the overheating is get a dummy battery for it to like dissipate easily more through that. So I heard like mixed reviews on that, but then also it was like the SD card itself. Getting a higher quality SD card that has a faster write down time into the SD card, because some of them, I forget, like some of them will be like 60 megabytes per second.
So you want it like 180, 200.
Yeah, so like if you get a higher one and it's writing down faster, the processor will be less, like, will work less, and so less processing power, cooler camera. You know? So I realized that I could have it there for about like an hour and a half, basically max. So that's where I was getting to. But there was times where the studio was a little bit hot, or like I was working a gig producing somebody else's podcast, and it would be hot in their fucking apartment,
and it would not help that,
bruh. It would shut down on me after 30 minutes. And I'd be like, fuck. And I'm over here literally blowing on the camera.
Open sesame.
It's crazy because, like, the little overheat button comes up and shit. And I'm literally just like, and bro, I literally blew this camera. No homo. I blew this camera for like 45 minutes, bro, just to keep it on and shit.
Wow.
Just praying to God that it wouldn't overheat. And it didn't. But it worked. It fucking worked. But yeah, the Sony guy didn't fucking help me at all, and it just got me tight as shit, bro. But yeah, I appreciate the compliments, bro. Like, I deadass, I'm just like working harder to get this more and more and more, like, better, trying to get the set a little bit nicer and shit, and just like, editing everything is hard, and I'm definitely looking for interns. So if you're watching this and you're trying to intern for a podcasting company / whatever the fuck I'm doing here, definitely send me emails, DM me, whatever the fuck.
Do it. Beautiful place, great guy, hospitality A1, and come on, y'all haven't even seen the Black Magic. I swear, when I saw the videos, I was like, because now that I know it's this camera, I'm like, it's either you're shooting purposely on a low resolution or Instagram is just raping your footage.
Yo, sometimes Instagram too, like learning how to do all that shit too, and learning. I actually do social media management on the side as well, and I bro, in the beginning of this year, I deep dove and like just researched everything about social media for about 2 months, dude. And I think that's really just the next step into expanding your shit. And I talked about it with Leo too. And you should definitely peep our podcast if you haven't already. Of just
The episode?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it.
Yeah, just deep diving into social media and how it's important, not giving a fuck, putting shit up.
Yep.
Because when I had my first podcast with him back in the day when I was trapping out of the fucking my college's little study rooms and shit, you know, we were on different mindsets, and he was just like, nah, like my shit when it goes out, it has to be fucking perfect. You know what I mean? And it's not the wave now. It's just put out what you feel, and you never know what the fuck is gonna hit.
When I stopped caring about my likes, everything just became simpler. Like, it's just so much better. It's like, dude, because I'm not gonna lie, when I put out stuff, I expect 300, 400, 500 likes, right? Most of the time, I'll reach there. Like, the cool thing about my account is, believe it or not, I would say 80% of my followers I have met in person. Like, I have some bond with them.
I feel that, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I would say my unfollow rate is pretty low because they know how I am. I'm not just a follower on their thing. I'm this guy they met, that this personality, so that heard them out or whenever they needed someone. So yeah, stop caring, dude. Just pump it out. Someone's gonna like it. Someone's gonna book you. That's it.
So, dude, tell me. Sorry, and my bad, because I always do this. I be interrupting. Future plans, future projects. Like, what you got in the works right now?
It's all good. We're having a good conversation. You know, it's all that matter. Okay, future plans. So, to go into that, the reason why I would say most of my jobs were talking with people, right? I did door-to-door, customer service. I was a manager. You know damn, you ever been to Jersey Gardens?
I used to work in Jersey Gardens.
All right, okay. But yeah, so you know the little Santa pictures they do every year?
Yep.
I was the manager last year.
No way. Sick.
Yeah. Holy fuck, man. Dude. I underestimated how hard that was going to be.
Bruh, I mean, you there during the holiday, anything during the holidays, being in the mall during the holidays is one of the worst fucking things you could do with your life. I'm not even gonna lie. And you probably feel that firsthand. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, because when I was there, right, this was like early November, I was like, I got this. I'm literally the king of patience. I will not, honestly, I probably have never snapped at anyone, like, ever, in a legit fashion.
Because people are dickheads in the mall. People are dickheads in the mall, and then the mall during the holiday season, it's like people just fucking forget how to treat other human beings. Yep. But please tell me, why the fuck did you snap?
No, I never did.
Oh, you never did?
I never did. So I was like, oh, I'm ready for this. I don't care. So I took the job. They're paying me decently. You know, it was like $22.50 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were like, these are your responsibilities, and you're gonna be in charge of making the schedules, blah blah blah. You're gonna be here early. You're gonna walk Santa to and back, and you're gonna be in charge of all the appointments. Dude, I thought it was gonna be like 20 appointments a day, not 150.
Yep.
And so, day in and day out, I'm telling you, man. Like, I was training my team. All of them were female. Like, people look at me like, you didn't hire any guys? I'm like, I kid you not. Only girls applied, okay? So
I would never be caught dead. How the fuck did you end up there? Actually, matter of fact.
Oh, because I guess I was one of the few guys that applied, and they called me for the manager position. Like I said, man, master icebreaker. I left a great first impression. I was like, don't worry about it. I got it. I love to communicate. I'm very, I would say, what's it called? I'm very assertive with my words. Like, I will tell you things, and if I do not know, guess what? I will tell you I don't know. I don't beat around the bush and act like I do know, so we're wasting more time. No. But yeah, I was doing 70 hours a week, right? It was just for 8 weeks. Right? So I was like, all right, I know there's a finish line. 70 hours. And this was by choice, right? I was like, whatever, because that overtime was hitting, and it was beautiful.
I mean, yeah. For 22, hell yeah, that shit probably fire.
Yo, I was like 1,600 a week after taxes.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. Like
That's
I was
money,
chilling when
That's
Christmas
money,
came.
bro. Hell yeah.
I was chilling when Christmas came, but dude, man, like obviously I would never do that for a year. I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna lock down these 2 months.
You die of depression.
Yeah,
like halfway through.
I'm gonna lock down these 2 months. I'm gonna live at the mall, and I'm gonna deal with it. And I had no days off. The only day off I had that whole time was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's how it rocks, dude.
So I was there every day. And after all of that, I was like, okay, I got to settle down everybody. I had moms calling each other bitches. That was here first. Because there was a reservation line and there was a walk-in.
Yep.
So I was doing 3 reservations, 1 walk-in, 3 reservations, and they would still get mad. So got through it all, and yeah, man, I just wanted to talk with people. I was just talking with people, talk. And to finish about that job this is my little quirk that I wanted my example to make, right? Is when people say, oh, I'm so busy, like this and that. I'm like, bro, I haven't seen you in 9 months. You can make time, right? And then they always resort to the I'm busy, right? And this is what I say, dude. When I was doing that, right? When I had no days off, I was doing 11 hours every day. Still went to the gym every fucking day. Still had the time to do photo shoots. Still had the time to edit. Still had the time to cook, meal prep for myself. Still had the time to make time for my family. Still had the time to squeeze in seeing my friends, whether it would be late as hell or early as hell. So do not tell me that you can't fucking make time, because it's definitely possible. If you truly cared about someone, don't tell them, I'm busy. There's enough time in the world, okay?
Well, I think this is an interesting topic, actually, and I feel like I've been really going through.
I was a little passionate there, sorry.
No, you Gucci, bro. You Gucci. I think it's an interesting topic too, because I was actually just talking to a guy about this the other day. He's an older gentleman, and I was telling him, I was like, listen, I don't think people really realize the opportunity they have and how much time is an asset and the most valuable thing you have right now, especially as either a young aspiring artist, entrepreneur, or like just dream seeker in general, you know? But I have a question for you based on that, you know what I mean? Because I could tell you're very passionate about it.
Yes.
What drives you to do that? Because I think that's the problem people have. The problem is people don't wake up and have that passion to do shit. You know, like for me, for example, and it's a little bit of a mixture of things. Like for example, like I want to get more fit for sure. Mm-hmm. I started hiking every single day now, doing 4 miles every single morning, right?
That's great. Because you're right here where the water gap is.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's like, you know, I be hiking hella now, and you know, but sometimes I'm even finding it hard to get like the passion for that. But then like I look at a picture of myself and I'm like, damn, you a little chunky boy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You gotta work on it. So that's where I get my passion from. Excuse me. The passion for building this, you know what I mean? Because this shit didn't happen overnight. This is months and months and months of work, and you know, it's been like. We're going on like 2 years now of like doing podcasting, and I'm not even gonna hold you. And for anybody watching, still haven't made a dime off of this shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, how do I get up, do my hike, come here after at like 10 a.m. and then like.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You continue. I'm telling you, you continue. Sponsors will literally be sucking your cock, dude. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it, dude.
Great production, great guests, great questions. You're a host that actually listens, doesn't interrupt every 2 seconds. Bro, I hate those podcasts where they just interrupt you.
Word. I used to be like that too. It was a learning curve. It was a learning curve.
And I see it. I peeped your older stuff too.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I know. You stalk me, I stalk you.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, they like that stuff. Whatever. Bang energy right here, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
It'll
So
be great.
yeah, nah, you got it, dude.
Yeah, but like, like I was saying, like what makes me passionate for this is because I'm making what I love to do my day to day. You know what
Yes.
I mean? When you make your work your passion, it's a whole different ball game. But now it's about finding that passion for other shit, and it's tough, because sometimes, like for example, I really want to spend more time with my family. I was just talking to my cousin who runs a bar, Cats and a Barca Fitness. He was just telling me the other day on a podcast we had for the open house. He was like, you know what? I just realized that like spending more time with my family is like A1, and he realized it. And the passion that drives him to do that is now hindsight. He looks back and he's like, fuck. He was like, my niece, I was holding her in my arms like literally the other day, and now it's tomorrow, and she's 5 years old and she's running around.
Damn.
And he's like, and like, like hindsight is fucking 2020, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you look back, and that's why I say time is so fucking valuable. It's the most valuable asset. So again, back to my question after my little spiel, what drives you? What is that passion that makes you do that? That makes you be able to have the fucking time, 11-hour days? Like that's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm not a robot, okay? Let's get that out of the way. I'm a human just like everybody else. I bleed, they bleed, we breathe the same air. But what I've come to understand is, honestly, when people tell me those things, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't want to name drop anybody. I love my friends. They know I do. They always tell me this and that. But I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man friend, okay? I'm your friend. But when I tell you how I'm feeling, don't take it as I'm mad at you. Like seriously, I'm not mad at you. I will tell you how I'm feeling, and I'll reiterate again. Please do not take this the wrong way. I just have not seen you in a really long ass time. You're not just an acquaintance where I can just go 6 months and I give a shit and I'll talk to. But if you're my friend and we talk here and there and we check in on each other, I'm gonna want to see you, So that's why, okay. That's with friends. Not gonna say anything, this and that, blah, blah. But after experiencing that, like doing that all that time, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Bro, when I would go to the gym after, honestly, I would feel so weak. I'd be like, damn. Like, it wasn't like a physically draining thing, but obviously, when you're lifting heavy, it's a lot of mental stuff too, because you have to believe you can bring it from point A to point B. So I was like, damn, my lifts are going down, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then when I was done with that job, since it was seasonal, I was like, oh no, I'm still strong as hell. So I find the drive in just making the most out of my days and still seeing like, yo, if I wanted to prioritize something, some aspect of my life, you totally can. Because at the end of the day, unless you're physically or mentally incapable and you're in a war zone in the Middle East or something, you can do it. You can make the time. You can set it aside. Dude, stop fucking telling me you don't have enough time for the gym. Whatever, you're at home, guess what? Do some push-ups, dude.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
At the end of the day, oh, you want to lose weight? Guess what? Less calories in that your body needs. Okay.
There's websites.
Yes. I'm 6 feet, 220, whatever. I need about 3,300 to maintain. Okay. I want to lose weight. Take less than 3,300, dude. Obviously, if you want to maintain the muscle mass and everything, then
Whole different story.
you don't want to go too low. But once I was doing that, I'm out of work. I'll literally get home, get my backpack, my belt, this and that, go, come back, shake, meal prep, next day come around, oh, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Come out of work, yo, you still coming for that shoot after? Yeah, I got you, blah, blah, blah. Shoot, upload it to my laptop, go to the gym. When I come back, I'll stay up a little late, go do the pictures, pick out my favorite ones. The next day, I'll finish that. And I was like, Saturday night, I'll still have time to watch a fight with my brother. That's like our bonding thing. Sunday morning, coffee with my mother, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, it is absolutely possible because all this time that I was just wasting, I just realized, like, dude, like, why not just use it to be effective? Just use the time, be effective with it. The results will come quicker, not overnight, right? It takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Like, I always like that little quote.
Yeah.
It's not going to come overnight, but I guarantee you, you put these extra hours right now, that 10 years becomes 9 years. That 9 years becomes 8 years. Because someone following the same schedule that you were following, 10 years for them. You put in that extra work, overtime, every single day, 10 years just became 3 years. You have a whole set filled with sponsors. You're getting paid just like that. So it's possible, man. If someone really loves you, they will tell you, but actions will always speak louder than words, and they will show you if they truly do, okay? That's what I always try to show, all right? I check on everybody, okay? How are you doing? How this and that. You don't know how many times where I will send a message. Perfect example to my friend Hennessis, right? It'll be like 2 a.m. and I'll be like, I just feel like sending her a text like, hey, I hope you're doing well, this and that. I was thinking of you. Don't forget that I care about you. I miss you very much. Hope to see you soon. Oh my gosh, you don't realize I was having such a bad night, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. That's why I do what I do. This is why I talk to people. This is why I like to socialize. When I became a bartender, I chose that as a little outlet to not only socialize, but to network, right? A lot of my recent clients have been people I've met from that too.
And it's so funny. I almost became a bartender too. I was working at a restaurant. The last job I had before I quit everything to do this full time was a waiter. So like, I was trying to train to be a bartender. My manager lied to me basically. He hired me basically and was like, "Hey, you know, I was a manager at Cinnamon for 4 years.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, listen, I don't want to fuck around, beat around the bush. I want to be a bartender."
Yeah.
And he was like, listen, you're going to go to bartending school. That's a waste of your fucking money. Listen, you're new to the food industry. Obviously not new to the fucking food industry. I've been through the fucking trenches, especially working 4 years in the fucking mall as a manager.
Yes.
For a fucking Cinnabon in the food court, right?
Oh.
Right? So, you know, and he was just like, listen, he's like, you know, you got to start from the bottom and like, you know, get to here, you know, shout out Drake. But, and he was just like, you know, you'll start there and I'll train you to be a bartender. 6 months later, never happened.
Wow.
Got the opportunity of a lifetime to come here, find the partners and open up the space. Told him, peace, you know what I mean? You'll be my last boss ever. Thank you for, you know, not making me a bartender. Because if I was a bartender, I probably would have stayed there and like you've been doing this on the side. But like, you know, doing this shit took full time. But yeah, I definitely get that, you know. Doing the bartending shit and getting clients from that, like that's just major, bro.
It's super, bro. One of the things I will say to any business out there, especially bars, if you have, I'm telling you, this is an experience killer for me, right? Because knowing how I'm very like outgoing and this and that, blah blah. I'm actually a good bartender, by the way. Like I remember, I'll line up. It's like 4 of the same drinks, right? I'll be like, ba 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 ba, psh, double shake, shh, double shake, shh. Oh, this you go. Oh, what do you want? I got you. Like I'll, you know,
sound effects on point, bro.
Yep. I'll do all of that because at the end of the day, you if you want to deny, but you're truly an entertainer. Really, you really are.
Performer, entertainer.
You're a performer. You're a unlicensed therapist sometimes. But people just come in, give me $20 just to talk to them on a slow day. You know what I'm saying? Like, order the same shit, rum and coke, easy stuff. I'll do that any day. And my point is, a mood killer is when I go to a place that's popping everywhere else. I go to the bar and I get this lethargic, lackadaisical, all the L's in the dictionary that describe they're synonymous with lazy. They'll just do the drinks, only use one hand, like always keep 2 hands active, receipts, this and that, garnish while you're pouring, you know what I'm saying? Always keep them active because the more drinks you pump out, the more money that's gonna be in your pocket, dude.
That's facts.
Seriously, like my best night, it was at place called Blended Flavors, right? Literally 6 hours. 6 hours. But it was so packed. The tabs were so huge, this and that. And this was after the tip pool was splitted too, right? It was like $300. You know what I'm saying? And I had a good ass time. I don't care if there's a million people shouting at me. At the end of the day, I know what I got to do. You know what makes them shut up? Give them more liquor. So, yeah. So, not to derail. When I see someone, one arm, what do you want? Dude, I don't want to order anything from you. I always tip no matter what, even if it's $1, dude. But like, those people make me not want to. Seriously. Like, I don't care how many people are here. Honestly, respectfully, I don't care what you're going through. Right now, this is about us. Okay? All right, you're being paid to like service us with nice hospitality. Okay? If you want to be like, sorry if I'm not, if you want to tell me like real quick, like, hey, I'm sorry if I gave you a little attitude and this and that, blah, blah. Thank you. Now I won't be a dickhead. But don't bring your energy onto me when I just want to have a good time, dude.
Yeah, and trust me, listen, to people listening, you might think he sounds like a little bit of a dickhead, but I think coming from the perspective of someone who does this, you know what I mean? And especially like even I found a newfound love, respect, but also like a new standard that I hold towards waiters.
Yes.
Because I know how the waiter life is.
Yep.
I know how it works. I know what it means to be a good waiter, what it means to be a bad waiter, the different types of people who are out there. Because sometimes you could tell there's bartenders out there who are just there to do the job. They'll do it nice. They'll do it fast. They won't give you anything more, but they won't give you anything less. And that's the key. Then you got waiters too. The waiters who won't give you anything more. They're not chatty. They don't want to know about your fucking life. But guess what? They get you your food out on time. Yep. They bring it out great. When you need a drink, they'll give it to you when the fuck you want it. But they won't talk to you. And it's not like they give you smiles or anything. They're just there. I get that. I respect that.
Yep, me too.
I respect that. But if you're doing anything less than the bare minimum, get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I will say something. Voy a reclamar. You know what I mean?
Please do.
Exactly. But you know, dude, it feels like we've been talking here for like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. We're already nearing the end of the podcast. I wanted to get into that one other topic that we were discussing over DMs.
Yes.
But I think we might as well listen. This doesn't have to be the last time you be on the podcast, bro.
Yes.
You're always welcome to come on again after June, obviously.
Yes.
But let me tell you, dude, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. I do have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
They're Jersey-based questions.
Let's do it.
So, a little kind of speed round over here. Number one, do you think Central Jersey exists, and why?
No, this is just north and south.
Why?
Because I think it's like this, right? Whenever you travel, perfect example, actually. When you look at a compass,
okay,
north, south, west, east. Is there a central?
No, there isn't a central.
Then it doesn't fucking exist.
All right, bet. I fuck with the answer. Second one, do you plan to stay in Jersey? Like, you know, obviously everybody has life changes and shit, but for the foreseeable future, do you see yourself staying in Jersey, and why?
No, because I'm going to say this. My group of boys, right? We have this ambitious plan, along with my cousin too. Like he wants to do it as well. And we really want to put money aside, this and that. Like we're doing it right now to get a home somewhere, this and that, blah, blah. You know the ordeal, right? This, get it, sell, blah, blah, blah. And obviously I have to understand it a little more. I read into it every day. But that would be like the ideal plan, right? And not to say I don't like it here, but I travel a lot. I recently came back from Thailand in March. I was there though.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How long were you there?
A month.
Holy fuck!
By myself.
By yourself?
Yep.
And we didn't talk about it on the fucking podcast?
I forgot to bring it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
You travel anywhere else? Real quick, just tell me where else you travel.
Yeah. So it was Thailand. I went to the islands there.
Word.
There was a full moon party in Koh Phangan,
Word.
which is an island. They have it once a month, and obviously on the day of the full moon, the moon goes up from the water. There's like 30,000 people from all over the world. There's like fire tiki. Like, it's
That
crazy.
just sounds crazy.
Toronto, Montreal, obviously Colombia, and Puerto Rico, Iceland.
Oh, fuck. I've
Iceland.
been meaning to go to Iceland, bro. Been meaning to go there. Shit was fire?
Yes.
Did you go all around the country in a little bus, or what was your kind of thing there?
Nah, it's
Real
just...
quick, spitfire to me. Spitfire.
Wait. Iceland?
Yeah, Iceland.
Oh, so honestly, it was a little further. Like everything was further than I thought from each other. So I can't pronounce the city, but the capital. I was there.
Reykjavik.
Yes. That's how you say fuck.
It
And
looks crazy.
Yeah.
Don't judge. It looks spelled crazy.
No, but I don't know if maybe you probably know because obviously other than like the lagoon they have there, right, the hot lagoon, I got to do that thing with the tectonic plates. Like you get to touch two tectonic plates simultaneously and underneath the water. And everyone was so nice there. A little cold, but I was born in December, so it doesn't matter.
Word, bro. Fuck yeah.
And in Thailand, I'm not gonna say too much, but super accommodating people, super sweet, super nice. Sawadee Kap, that means hello. Kukum Kap, thank you. Tawarai Kap, which is how much?
Shit.
How much as in how much the food costs, okay?
Word.
No, but I'm not even gonna lie. I probably got like 9 of my bodies down there.
This man, bro.
It was 6 Thai girls?
Listen, I wasn't going to bring it up again. But if you bring it up, bro, we put it out.
No, it was 6 Thai girls. And I'm very picky, dude. I don't just give my dick to anybody. It may seem like it, but like I really don't. Like I pick like the nice, like, you know, like they got shit going for them. Like they look good, you know what I'm saying? They take care of themselves. Damn, son. There was 2 that I missed. There's one, she took such good care of me. Like, she's like a doctor. She has her own crib. Like she goes to the gym all the time. Like she looks great. She took me out for Korean food and then pad thai. Paid for everything. I didn't even say, like, she didn't even say anything. She was just feeding me the food. Oh, she was so sweet. And there was this other one, bro, she was just smoking on. She had like nice tat here.
Next vacation, we going together. Next vacation,
Hey, I'm trying to actually get a group this time, so.
If you're going to Thailand, whatever the fuck, I'm coming with you, bro.
Dude, everything is so fucking cheap. I kid you not. 5-star hotels are $20.
Bro, I'm dead ass with it, bro, because I'm very the spontaneous type. So you hit me up, I'm there as long as I'm free, dude.
Okay, December bucket.
My boy, one last question for you. And so I ask usually all my guests at the end of the podcast. If you had to give yourself, you're talking to beginner you, when you first got that first camera, you're looking at it, what advice would you give to younger you as you're holding that first camera?
Camilo, enjoy this camera. Learn the absolute hell out of it. Start with the basics. Continue doing what you want to do. There's going to be people that don't like your stuff, that will tell you they don't like it. But there's going to be a whole lot of people that love what you do. And you know what they're going to do too? They're going to pay you for it. So I would say that to myself.
Bro, big facts. Cam, let the people know where they could find you. Shout out anything you want to shout out now. Let them know where they could find you.
Okay, because I promised I would do this. All right. Cinema Cami _ That's my Instagram. CP Films with Photography on Facebook. Also, if you want a music video done, you hit me up right now. If you know anybody that needs their first music video done, or their 5th or their 10th, it doesn't matter. Hit me up. I'm here for the experience. And lastly, Scarlett, my awesome friend, my talented friend. We actually have a music video First song, 1-800. It's gonna be. Matter of fact, you should actually come. It's gonna be like a party, but that's the music video, and it's gonna be next month around the time of her birthday. If whatever, we're just inviting people, cool people. Don't bring beef, this and that, blah, blah. I don't want that to show in the project. But if you like having a good time, we'll take some randoms. You're not a random anymore. You're a friend now. So.
Hey, dude, I appreciate it, bro. Much love, of course, dude. Anything else you got to shout out or say real quick?
Yeah, I'll keep it super short. Last thing I will say is, last night, honestly, dude, it was very rough for me. I got consumed with my internal conflicts of how many people I hurt because I wasn't true to myself and them. I hurt them. I lost people, cared for very deeply. And it's kind of tough understanding that shit just doesn't roll your way sometimes. And honestly, I slept at like 4 a.m. Shit was consuming me. But I woke up today, turned that off, and I just realized like that's just gonna be something I'm probably gonna have to deal with because, like I said, I don't do well by myself. So it is what it is for now. I'm not gonna say it is what it is because I've learned that that's a defensive mechanism for people that have internal stuff. So that it is what it is, but trying to do better, like Spider-Man says.
Hey, dude. Cam, much love. Fellas, women, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know the business. Ayoo Chill Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Shout out to my future OnlyFans. I'm putting all my dick pics on there. Big facts.
I'll be taking them.
Facts. And guys, you already know the business. Follow me on everything. It's June in Jersey. Love yourself. Enjoy the weather, Jersey. We'll be back tomorrow, literally, with a whole bunch of fucking other podcasts. Cam, thank you again, bro. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Thank you, and we will, okay?
Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. How was it, man? You fuck with it? Quick, dap up and find out of here.